Imagine you are given a lump of wet gray clay. Your task is simple. Make it a perfect mirrored sphere. Absolutely seamless. No marks, no distortions. So you begin to work. You smooth the surface with water, spinning it faster and faster. But the pressure from your thumb leaves a tiny ridge. You try to smooth it out, but that creates a flat spot. You add more clay, but the seam is visible. You polish it for hours, days, but a piece of dust it's trapped in the surface. Every attempt to achieve perfection only highlights a new flaw. Your reflection in its dull surface is warped and frustrated. This impossible task, this is the project of modern self-improvement. It's the endless, exhausting effort to sand down the edges of our own humanity. And I know this prison well. I lost years of my life trying to build that perfect sphere. When the sphere is imperfect, our first instinct isn't to question the goal, it's to get better tools. This is the world of hustle culture and biohacking. We download the habit tracking apps with their satisfying little check marks. We adopt the 5-step morning routine of a billionaire we saw online. We listen to podcasts that tell us to crush it, to 10x our lives. We are told that our anxiety is a software problem, and we just need the right patch. For a while, it can feel like it's working. I've been there. My calendar was a work of art, color-coded down to the minute. I had a system for everything, from meal prep to optimized social interaction. But the sphere was never perfect, because all this effort wasn't creating peace. It was just a more organized form of panic. It's the act of adding more and more layers of polish, hoping to hide the texture of the clay itself. It's the ultimate false solution because it reinforces the core lie, that the clay, in its natural state, is fundamentally wrong. So what if the goal was never to create a mirrored sphere? What if the task was simply to appreciate the clay? In Japan, there is a concept that offers a profound alternative. It's called Wabi-Sabi. It is a worldview centered on the acceptance of transience and imperfection. Wabi-Sabi is the beauty of things that are imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete. It doesn't see a crack in a ceramic bowl as a flaw to be hidden. It sees it as part of the object's history, a story to be highlighted. The psychological mechanism here is a radical recategorization. Our brains are problem-solving machines. We see a deviation from the ideal, and we label it bad. Wabi-Sabi offers a new category, authentic. The scar on your hand isn't an imperfection. It's a record of an experience. The awkward pause in a conversation isn't a social failure. It's a moment of unscripted reality. This isn't about giving up. It's about redirecting our focus. From a desperate war against our own nature to a quiet appreciation of what is. This sounds beautiful in theory. But how do we practice it? We start with a simple, private act. I call it the Imperfection Audit. Take a piece of paper, and on the left side, list the things you are trying to fix about yourself. Be brutally honest. The 5 pounds you want to lose, the fear of public speaking, your tendency to procrastinate, the job that isn't your passion. This is your list of cracks, the raw material. Now here's the crucial step. In the column next to each item, you are forbidden from writing a solution. Instead, you're going to write one word that connects it to its history, to its story. For crooked tooth, maybe it's skateboard, from the accident when you were 12. For your messy apartment, maybe it's creating, because the mess is from your current art project. For the 5 pounds, maybe it's comfort, from a time you needed to be gentle with yourself. The goal isn't to excuse or justify. To see your flaws not as random defects, but as footprints left by your journey through life. This is the first step, to simply see the clay for what it is. Not good, not bad, just yours. The audit stops the bleeding. It neutralizes the self-criticism. But the next step is where the real transformation happens. We move from acceptance to celebration. This isn't about throwing a party for your flaws. It's about consciously choosing to integrate them rather than hide them. If you have a chipped mug, use it every morning. Let it be your favorite. Don't hide the scar on your arm. Tell the story of how you got it. When you stumble over your words in a presentation, don't apologize profusely. Just take a breath, smile, and say, "Words are tricky sometimes, aren't they?" And continue. You are actively demonstrating that your worth is not conditional on your performance. Think of the energy this frees up. All the effort you spent trying to appear seamless, polished, and perfect can now be poured into connection, creativity, and simple presence. This is the profound secret. Wabi-Sabi doesn't just make you feel better about your flaws. It uses them as the very channels through which your character, your resilience, and your light can shine through. The cracks are where the gold goes. As you start this practice, the world will push back. The first enemy is the curated reality of social media. It is a global monument to the mirrored sphere, a museum of impossible perfection. You must remember you are looking at a highlight reel, not a life. The second resistance is the self-help industry itself. It's an industry that profits from you believing you are broken. It sells you infinite ways to polish the clay, because it never wants you to question if you should be polishing it at all. But the most powerful resistance comes from within. Your brain, for decades, has been trained to see flaws as threats. The old voice will come back. It will whisper that you're being lazy. It will tell you that this is just an excuse for not trying hard enough, that you're settling. I hear that voice too sometimes. It's a ghost from the old machine. The trick is not to fight it. See that voice itself as a wabi-sabi object. Acknowledge its presence. Notice its texture. And then let it pass, like a cloud in the vast sky of your awareness. We started this journey with an impossible task: to turn living clay into dead perfection. We tried to polish it, to fix it, to hide its very nature. But we were mistaken about the assignment. A life is not a product to be displayed behind glass. It's a process, a conversation, a dance. The fingerprints are not flaws. They are the signature of the Creator. The cracks are not mistakes. They are the maps of a journey taken. The slight wobble is not a sign of failure. It is the rhythm of a human hand. We have been judging a life by the standards of a machine. Wabi-Sabi invites us to judge a life by the standards of a poem or a well-worn path through the woods. The goal isn't to arrive at the end with a perfect, unused object. It's to arrive with a story written into your very being.